including New Leaf's own Heffley Farms, growing fresh produce in Kamloops.
This is a really good store.
Help to build local food sustainability while keeping
I've told a
healthy
few
and
people
fresh.
about this store. They have really good
Check
deals.
out the weekly flyer online at newleafproducemarket.com.
New Leaf.
New Leaf Market, fresh for you.
Well, I'm not going for turnips. I don't like those, but they got a lot of good stuff there. Now, okay, coincidentally, when I took Abby to when I took him to Overlander Days, he wound up on TV. I saw him about an hour ago. Now this is a repeat of the news.
Biden has passed the baton to his vice president, Kamala Harris.
Yeah, it'll be coming up in a couple minutes here. I saw him. I think he was drinking water. I don't think I'm in it, but I know he was.
Mindful of the duties of her day job, America's vice president is also navigating newfound waters as she ascends to the top of the throne.
It was somewhere around here.
We are deeply grateful.
About an hour ago. It'll be on in a couple minutes.
Less than a day after her boss saw the realities of this volatile election season, the party is quickly coalescing around Kamala Harris, including the former House Speaker, with Nancy Pelosi saying her enthusiastic support for Kamala Harris for president is official, personal, and political.
She's exciting
Oh,
the country. And so I'm looking forward to
there's
sitting
a
down with
woman
her.
running for
Now,
president.
foundational
Oh, I didn't
support
know.
is key, so too is money, and it's flowing with tens of millions already raised, a surge of momentum that's triggering Republicans.
I think millions of the American people believe that this is problematic.
The party spent months making Biden's age an issue. But there's now a scramble to find a new narrative, because it's Trump who's the oldest candidate in this race.
The first party to retire
I
its
can't believe
80-year-old
it.
candidate is going to be the party that wins this election.
With Biden out, Harris has a chance to reintroduce herself to voters, including those
Hmm.
who originally chose someone else.
She can really build
Wow.
a presence in front of the American people in a way that Trump outside
Ah,
the White House
you
won't
never
have
know.
access to.
The big hurdle remains delegates. She needs thousands to come out on top, and time isn't on her side.
If other candidates emerge, then it is likely that there would be a contested primary at the convention.
With the party falling in place, it may all come down to a running mate.
What is going on in this country is absolutely disgraceful.
Republicans opted for a further than right of Trump candidate, leaving Democrats.
Yeah,
a
what's
chance
going
to
on?
count
This country is
the
disgraceful.
battles of the
Nobody
waters.
talks anymore.
Reggie Cicchini, Global News, Washington.
Nobody talks anymore.
Harris has a Canadian connection. While she was born in the United
I got a
States,
few
she spent
questions.
several years in Montreal.
Can anybody answer
High
them?
School from 1978 to 1981.
I like to
She moved
discover
the city's
things.
team while her
I just
mother,
discovered
cancer
about
researcher,
two
spent time
star
working in a
systems.
Montreal hospital.
Capella
Alicia Burrow
and
has more details.
Antares.
Before Kamala Harris made history in the United States by becoming the first
Okay, where is
female,
it's coming
first
up?
Black, and first South Asian vice
Where's
president.
Overlander
She spent
Days?
several years in Montreal.
That was a hot
walking
day.
the streets where she attended Westmount High School.
It's coming up.
Let's go, speed.
Former schoolmate Dean Smith says he always felt
Basketball,
Harris was
Abby,
destined
basketball.
for greatness.
The same way she is now is the same she was then. I tell the same story. There's nothing to change about her. She smiles, laughs the same way. Social person, nice person. No matter where you put her, she can get along with anybody.
Basketball, Abby.
Back in 2020, as the world watched the beginning of a new era in
Okay,
America,
you're coming up. You're gonna be on
Westmount High School
TV. I
proudly
saw
cheered
you.
on the new vice president as one of their
You
own,
wound up on
calling
TV.
Harris an inspiration. And now, as she begins another historic
coming.
run, Montrealers are rooting for her once again.
She has all the criteria to be that president. I see it happening. I see it happening.
Personally, I am thrilled that it's Vice President Harris.
All
The
right.
chair of Democrats Abroad Canada, who's
Just
based
coming
in
up
Montreal,
here. I
says
know it.
It makes sense that U.S. President Joe Biden would pass the ticket over to Harris, and she adds that her Montreal ties could help push Americans who are living abroad.
It was
to
free
vote.
swimming at the pool
Having
that
those
day.
roots from her
They
former
offer
career,
free swimming here in Kamloops because of the
best
heat.
way to get Canadians involved in American politics. And I also think a great way to get
It's
the
38
Americans
degrees
to
outside right
in
now
Quebec
still.
and in Montreal and in Canada even more excited.
Almost
about
7
the
o'clock
election
and it's
if
still
they were
38
before.
degrees.
And that excitement is palpable as Vice President Harris begins another pivotal run that could
I'm
once
gonna go
again
water one
end
more
up going
time.
down in history. Felicia Perillo, Global News, Montreal.
There was a frank admission from the U.S. Secret Service today about the assassination attempt on Donald Trump at a rally in Pennsylvania.
I didn't even know about
Kimberly
that till
Cheadle called it
yesterday.
the most significant operational failure of the Secret Service in decades. However, as Eric Sorensen reports, that's about all she said to a congressional committee that was expecting answers at a hearing today.
There's a lot of strange people in the world.
It's called a body bunker when Secret Service agents engulfed former President Trump, putting their lives on the line. But it's what happened moments earlier that's in question. The failure to protect
JFK
Trump
blown
before
away.
he was
What else
shot.
do I have to
July
say?
13th, we failed.
Before Congress, the director of the Secret Service,
Lincoln,
Kimberly Cheadle, said she takes full
McKinley,
responsibility for
and
security lapses, but had few answers to key questions. Like
Martin
how did the
Luther
shooter
King,
get so close?
Malcolm X.
Why the Secret Service didn't place a single agent on the roof?
We are still looking into the
Us
advanced
nice
process.
guys were all easy targets.
Okay.
It turns out the suspect was identified as suspicious.
Only the
before
good
Trump
die
took the
young.
stage, but was not
Especially
seen
us
as a
men
threat.
at a young age.
Did they go up to him? Did they talk to him?
I do not have those details at this time.
Those are important details.
There were a lot of answers like that with little new information. What we know is
All right, where's that video?
the building was about 125
Okay, it's coming
meters
up.
from Donald Trump at the podium. The Secret Service director could not explain why that building was outside their security perimeter. The suspect was seen crawling on the roof by bystanders who called out to police to alert them 2 minutes before he fired. The gunman with a high-powered rifle took aim. Trump was shot. Then Secret Service snipers shot and killed the gunman. The question's not only why that building wasn't secured, but if there was
I took
a
Abby
suspicious
to
person, why did the rally go ahead?
the horse barn today.
Right there.
Purity Feeds to apply for work.
Yes.
The director said there's
He's
still
from
security
Iran. He's fired a few
issues
guns,
that
so have
could
I.
before the shooting.
But I got rid of my guns because I was worried my children would get their hands on them
Former president out
when they were little.
if there was a threat that had been identified.
Cheadle said there will be accountability, but Republicans made it clear they want her held accountable right now.
It is my firm belief, Director Cheadle.
All I have now is
And after
a
hours of
slingshot
testimony,
with plastic
top
pellets
Democrat
to
agreed with them.
deter the deer when they attack my garden. Don't attack my garden and don't attack my children.
When the investigation is complete, Director Cheadle said she will have more answers. That's if she's still in charge. Eric Sorensen, Global News.
Okay, I think it's coming up. What's this? I know it's coming up.
Welcome to 1,000 Ways to Heal. I would like to invite you onto the land with me this week, where I continue to encourage and support our healing journey to wellness and unity.
Yes, I encourage everybody to heal. Unfortunately, many people are sick.
Revitalizing languages, cultures, and traditions. The United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples was adopted worldwide on September 13th, 2007. This landmark document affirms that Indigenous peoples are equal to all other peoples, while recognizing the right of all peoples to be different.
Don't worry, be happy.
That all people contribute.
There was a time that I hiked up to this lake on the border of Alberta and BC, and I painted that with my equipment, just like Renoir.
As a standard of achievement to be pursued in a spirit of partnership.
I'm too old for
and mutual
that now.
respect. In Canada, Supreme Court imposed education and awareness efforts, such as the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, are shedding light on the historical and ongoing injustices faced by Indigenous peoples. The Truth and Reconciliation
Okay, where is
Commission's
it?
94 calls
It's
to
got to be
action
coming up.
have provided a roadmap for reconciliation and the rebuilding of respectful relationships between Indigenous and non-Indigenous Canadians.
Yeah, what about
Reconciliation
family?
is an
Nobody
ongoing
respects
process
family
that
anymore.
requires the active participation of all Canadians. It first involves taking the time to research and understand the truth of the history of Canada from an Indigenous perspective. From this foundation of truth, we can begin to recognize past wrongs, address present inequalities, and build a future based on mutual respect.
I get along with everybody across the world. Total strangers. I just have had a problem with family members. Why is that?
Policies that uphold Indigenous rights and sovereignty.
Like my grandfather said in an interview that my dad did 40 years ago, he said, too much relationship.
And their strength and resiliency to survive the very deliberate attempt by the Canadian government to assimilate a people. As Canada moves forward embracing this
Yep, he came up from Iowa.
Essential for healing and fostering a just
1920
society for all. We are all
by train.
Remember, we heal when we walk together. I'm Ryan Denault.
Yes, that's true. Okay, is this it? This has to be it. Oh, commercials. Okay. It's 8 minutes to the hour. What's this? This is it. No. No, this isn't it. Salmon arm. I jumped out of an airplane 10 months ago over my great-grandparents' graves. Petland, my favorite store. I just talked to them on the phone.
Their vitamin department is a great selection of supplements and a knowledgeable team to help you find the right products to fit into your everyday lifestyle. Enjoy friendly and personalized service.
I just got some vitamins for Phoenix. I got some vitamins for Phoenix. I just wanted to understand about them more. Why? Because I take care of everything I have.
Like right now. Make sure your tires are in good working condition. Both our teams can help you with that today. 100%.
Oh, I've talked to that guy.
More than an oil change. Visit us today for all your scheduled maintenance. 2 locations in Kamloops with fully trained and certified technicians providing exceptional
I go there.
customer service. Spring has sprung. It's time to get out in your backyard and play. Our service technicians can
Well, I guess it was just... Oh, where is it? It's got to be on here.
We have in stock to serve you pool pumps and pool filters, pool heaters.
I saw it an hour ago.
Plenty of chemicals, robotic pool cleaners, and
Yes, and I taught my children how to be lifeguards.
for all your pool, hot tub, and barbecue needs.
Now they just travel everywhere, the two sisters on their own.
Domestics, imports,
I miss our holidays.
and Glass Express. Come on in, we can do it all here.
I took them everywhere. Okay, it's got to be now.
The BC Summer Games concluded yesterday in Maple Ridge Pit Meadows with the competition's major award
What?
being given to a girls softball pitcher from Langley. The W.R. Bennett Award for Athletic Excellence recognizes an athlete for their overall achievement and community involvement. It also includes a $2,500 bursary. Each sport can nominate one athlete at the games. This year's winner is Chanel Donovan, a standout softball player and pitcher.
Well, I guess it was near the end. There's 5 more minutes.
I feel really good, and it's a really cool award to win. I'm very proud of myself for everything I've done. I'm proud of all of us. We've all put in the work through the whole season, and it's just come to this.
She works her butt off, so she's putting in work at practices probably 4 or 5 days a week, and then
The 5 o'clock news is the same as the 6 o'clock. It's got to be on.
and she's really working towards those.
Hey, congratulations.
Chanel has been playing since she was 5 years old, and she hopes to one day play on a Division I team in the United States.
Well, this is strange.
Meet Paul, the new owner-operator of the Kamloops Budget Auto Center. From routine maintenance to diagnostics to full repairs. And for friendly service, bring your vehicle to the automotive experts in
Well, maybe it is at the very end.
New Leaf Produce Market brings you the very best in grocery choices every day of the week. With the largest selection of produce grown in the Kamloops.
I like serrano peppers.
Including New Leaf's own
Beets?
Hefley
No.
Farms, growing fresh produce in Kamloops for 20 years.
Garlic? No.
Food sustainability while keeping
Mashed
healthy and
potatoes?
fresh.
Yes.
Check out the weekly flyer online at newleafproduce.com.
Radishes? Yes.
New Leaf Market, fresh for you at 740 Fortune Drive.
We get it. We've all gone through some tough times recently.
Anybody can suffer financial hardship. So when your financial situation gets tough, you don't.
Well, maybe the 5 o'clock news is different than the 6 o'clock
Helping
news.
get Canadians debt-free for over 50 years. We care about your peace of mind, and together, we'll create the right debt solution
to get you back on your feet.
I thought it... How did I miss it?
Hi, I'm Peter Millibar.
I've talked to this guy.
Over the last
I got
several
rights
months, I've been
too.
hearing from many constituents with growing concerns about access to health care, access to cancer care, crime and safety, and the disorder on our streets and in our neighborhoods.
Yeah,
and
no
the
kidding.
increasing cost of living,
My
as
bike
well
was
as the
stolen out of my
ongoing
yard.
challenges our seniors are experiencing.
$1,000
My office
Da
is here to
Vinci
listen
bike.
and assist where possible with these issues
But I got
or any provincial issue you may be facing.
other
Call
concerns.
or email my friendly staff today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by South Thompson RV. New, used, or
Maybe it was
consignment
right at the very
repairs
end.
and maintenance.
Well, it's almost over.
USTRV.
Huh.
Fire has destroyed a pair of residences in a modular home neighborhood east of Kamloops.
Yeah,
No injuries have been
Pritchard.
reported. All residents were able to escape the blaze. but
Yeah, I went to
did not
Pritchard with
spread to
somebody a
dry
couple years
grass
ago.
in the
That was
area.
nice.
Without some
But
kind of fire response, yeah.
things come to an end.
The exposures to the neighboring properties, that could have just been just stepping stones one to the other. So fortunately the crews got on, got enough water, protected the neighboring properties, and got it knocked down.
The River Valley wildfire
Yep.
burning on the edge of Williams Lake has calmed significantly.
Oh, I saw a bunch of water bombers today.
Hectares last night. The fire, though, is still listed as out of control. BC Wildfire Air Support are working to create better containment lines along the city's border.
We had a massive windstorm that came through, knocked a telephone pole or a power line onto some trees, and it just exploded. I mean, it ran up the valley, both sides of the valley.
Oh, the smoke here today was terrible.
And within an hour, we had
There's a health advisory.
Please direct your comments or questions to our website, cfjctoday.com, where you can watch our stories and our newscasts on demand. Now the results of our question of the week. We asked, does the city of Kamloops offer enough cooling options during extreme heat events? 66% of respondents say yes.
Oh, yeah,
it does. 34%
Oh, there's 5
say
minutes.
no.
Oh, yeah, that clock is set fast.
Do you find your
It's set
anxiety level
fast.
rising due to the return of wildfire season? Visit our website
No.
question of the week.
No.
Michael, as far as the weather's concerned, what's in store for tomorrow here in the city of Kamloops?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. A brief chance for some thunderstorms overnight. After that, it will be a little bit cooler than we've come to expect here recently. As we do take a quick look here, 14 overnight, 25 tomorrow. It should get up around 30. However, a chance of that thunderstorm
Yeah.
overnight is what we will be keeping an eye on.
I know I saw
That
it.
would not exactly be ideal for.
I thought it was at
season, Bill.
All right, thank you very much, Michael.
5:45.
It began with a car sale falling through to gunshots being fired, then to a police chase involving a U-Haul. Jeremy Ross summarizes the events and how it came to an end.
A dramatic police chase in
Wisconsin.
involving a U-Haul truck led officers from multiple agencies.
They're all
in
cheesy
multiple
there.
directions, including in reverse. It started
That's
police
weird.
say, with a car sale gone south. An argument over the deal led to an alleged shooting.
Thankfully, police say the victim received only non-life-threatening injuries, but the pair of suspects fled in a U-Haul, kicking off a chase that involved multiple agencies. After attempting to confine the chase to the highway and using stop sticks to try and take out the U-Haul's tires, police used a tactical pit maneuver to stop the truck. But it wasn't over. The driver then threw the U-Haul into reverse, attempting to continue to escape by driving backwards before finally giving up.
That's nuts.
Arrests were made, and the suspects are facing a slew of charges. Over in Iowa and just off a highway, a matrimonial mystery of sorts unfolded.
Iowa. That's where my great-grandparents got married.
The dress went from the ditch to Denise Gannon's clothesline, and Gannon went to social media, hoping to find the rightful owner, but...
Nothing.
Then she called the bridal shop listed on the dress's garment bag, but...
They didn't sell the dress.
So for now, the mystery continues, and the dress waits, for better or worse.
That's our time for now. Please join us for midday in the evening news
What
tomorrow.
the heck?
Updates throughout the evening. Visit our website, cfjctoday.com. Have a good night.
Oh, is this it? Oh. No. 5 o'clock news is different than 6 o'clock news. Oh, well. No, I saw Abby on TV. I should call and see if I can get a hold of that footage. Oh well, that's it.